Oh, where's that, do you think? Looks really beautiful.
The lakes?
I'm not sure, it's not giving much away at the moment, is it?
Mm.
Oh, there's Grandma.
It's windy.
Oh, it's really windy. Oh, she's not... Oh, hello.
I remember finding these tapes in the bottom of Mum's wardrobe when I was little, and we didn't have a projector, so no one was able to look at them. So this will be the first time that anyone in the family has seen these films, which is really quite exciting. Mum used to love telling me stories of the past, times before I was born. She always painted such an idyllic picture of the time she spent travelling with Dad. And finally, I'll be able to experience some of this past that she talks so fondly about.
We have so much stuff in this house.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Just on a factual
I
level.
think I'm always a little bit suspicious of people whose houses aren't full of things to do with their family. We tend to have objects that are reminders of the past in our house. And yeah, I can't imagine living in a home that didn't, when I looked at the shelves and the walls, didn't remind me of all kinds of moments from the past. I can't believe that everyone's not this sentimental and they don't want to hold on to everything.
I feel that so deeply. I really do.
What's wrong with them?
Which
So
is
it's
strange.
just over a year now since she died.
Yeah.
In some ways it feels longer, some ways shorter, I can't really.
Some days it feels a lot longer. Most days it feels a lot longer, actually.
It's so strange to now be surrounded by objects that belong to my mum and knowing that they've had a longer life than her. It's really hard to get your head around the fact that objects live longer than you do. It's not really something that you think about in your lifetime.
Oh, there's Mum. Oh, she looks lovely.
I love that dress.
Yeah, she looks so lovely. She always took such pride in what she wore, didn't she? Well, she just loved fashion and hair and makeup. I mean, the
Beauty.
hair, obviously, she
Yeah.
loved hair.
Do you have memories of her being a hairdresser?
She was always cutting, perming, putting rollers in our hair. And also, she did love to change her hair colour almost every week. You'd come home from school. Which mum am I going to get today?
Pink rinse.
Yeah,
Purple
pink,
rinse.
orange, blonde. I think it seemed like quite strange but kind of obvious that I was going to make hats out of metal. But when you think about Grandma being a hairdresser and Dad being an engineer, well, yeah, let's just combine those two and start making metal hats. Why not? But I first made metal hats during my degree. It was a 3D design degree and it was very open. You could make anything you wanted. That's where I really started, thinking this is what I want to do. I want to make really dramatic metal hats. I had no idea why I was making them or who they were for. That didn't seem to matter at the time. And now I make a lot of work to commission, telling other people's stories for them, I suppose. But I really wanted to make a piece of work that was more personal this time, and a portrait of my mum, for my mum. And the tapes just spoke to me as the perfect material. The way that they unravel like locks of hair are absolutely perfect for making a headdress. My mum was always my absolute biggest fan. She delighted in telling everybody what I did, showing them what I did. And so I think she'd actually be thrilled that I'm making a couple of pieces based on her life for her. I'm very lucky to have a lovely workshop right on the top floor of a community centre in Vauxhall. This is my special place where I collect all my recycled objects, and they're all there waiting to inspire me to make work. In more recent years, I'm very conscious that I don't really want to be using things that have been dug out of the ground anymore. I feel like we've taken enough out of the ground, and there's so many things that are already here on the planet that we can use. So much time and energy has gone into manufacturing things with beautiful colours and textures and finishes, and just all around us there's rubbish that we throw away that is just beautiful. I see the beauty in almost everything. The making of the pieces from the film, it just naturally is very labour intensive. Just the nature of how I make these things, and it's a lot of processing time whilst you're actually cutting up this film, cutting something precious, thinking about that frame, turning it into something else, and then helping you and watching you make this film and turning it into something else.
I think my aim with making this film, as your daughter, was to prove to you that memories survive without the physical evidence of their making. And now that you've cut these tapes up, you won't be able to relive them, but you will have this film, and you'll have the memories of the process of making this film.
It's rather wonderful, seeing it relive
Just the
and
cycles.
repurposed and again,
Yeah.
which is great.
I just have incredibly deep sensory memories of Grandma's house, of her. So the memories that I have of her are haptic. And I can't imagine a time where I'm not going to have such vivid memories of that. I think they're absolutely ingrained in me for life.
Yeah.
Even a year on, I think like, oh, what if there's like a time where I can't like remember what the inside of her house looked like, or like what her perfume smelled like. But
you will.
I will. Like that doesn't go away. Yeah.
I think going through all these photos and films and possessions and talking to you really has... I think when people die, you kind of almost don't want to look at well, certainly me, I kind of didn't want to look at any photographs of her because I was afraid of being sad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that you concentrate on how you're feeling about grieving and not necessarily how your kids are feeling about grieving. I was thinking about the funeral the other day, and you know how people always say, oh, that it really helps them with closure. And I never really understood that before, but with Mum's funeral I really felt it
Me
did.
too. Yeah.
And the fact that you gave that beautiful speech as well, I think that really, you know, it really helped, I think.
When we were young and we were finishing that drive up towards Grandma's house, we could feel the incline of her hill with our eyes closed. Ready at the door, kiss, kiss, she grabs hold of my forearm as we embrace. She'd shake a little, like she was trying to settle the flour in a measuring cup. Sitting on her carpet after the journey up there felt like we'd reached our summit. We had wooden floorboards at home, so the carpet in her house felt like snow for tiny toes. I'd rummage through your drawers, sifting for the perfect curio. I peer through the weavings of lace you've buried, trying to materialise the soft space between its borders. A lifetime's worth of cobalt blue eyeliner was stacked away in plastic drawers and smudged around her eyes. I was always so flattered when someone said we looked alike. She was so beautiful. That once garish blue my mum used to laugh about is now secretly nestled in the bottom of her makeup bag, as it is in mine too. When I could, I would do her makeup. These were the times I felt closest to her, bronzing her nose, a bridge so similar to mine. Curling her hair in between my fingers, I'm transported to August. The fragrant tropics of your living room, the air tacky with hairspray, settling, spooled tightly in my mind. Through the years of arriving and leaving, she never stopped waving to us goodbye from her living room window. When I was younger, I was convinced that she'd stayed like that, waving like a lucky cat until we next saw her. Where would you sit after we'd leave? In your rocker? I like that thought. I hope you found your way back to us. To the chair that waits for you.